Rising. This is Goddess Euwan,
Grand Rising. This is Goddess Kuelimika.
and we're here to talk about AI today. This is It's a Vibe Goddess podcast. So, what are you thinking about the AI? Like, what is the biggest fear among the general population about AI?
That it will take over our jobs.
Yeah.
Yes, take over our lives. That's our lives, our jobs, because that's what when we working, we have to make money to take care of ourselves. So
In our family, yeah.
yeah, our family. Yeah.
So AI has been at the forefront of discussion lately.
Yes.
And I think it's becoming more popular, or people are becoming more aware of what's going on with AI, because it's been around for forever.
Forever.
Um,
Yes.
it's mostly been used in games and chatbots and stuff like that we really know about. Like virtual assistants, chatbots. Now we know a lot about that because if you're on finna pay a bill online,
Right.
the little chatbot come up or whatever.
Yes.
It's not a person, it's actually a AI,
AI. Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, AI is like deeply rooted in our lives today. So
Yes, it is.
so what are some of the fears besides them taking over the jobs? Like, what else do you feel like could be?
Well, cars. Actually, I like old cars. I don't like
The newer
the
model.
newer models. I don't want it telling me where to It don't have to tell me where I'm at. So tell me where I'm at, but I don't want it to just start driving me. I say drive me to such and such, and then it just start driving all over,
Okay.
over the place. I don't want to do that because
Yeah.
it may drive me somewhere I don't want to go.
Self-driving cars.
Yes.
Yeah. So that is something that has been implemented in a lot of cities, like
Right.
the AI in transportation. They actually drive you where you want to go.
Right.
They actually, you know, I personally don't want that, type of in transportation. Like, I really do it myself. Like, I don't want the AI driving me
I
anywhere
don't want
either.
to drive me anywhere.
That's, to me, it's a little bit, I don't know, maybe in the city it's cool because the population or whatever, but I don't think it's at the point where it's that good to just drive you around and you're not doing anything, because we know accidents happen.
Yes.
And even though they're programmed to do certain things or to be more safe, maybe, accidents still happen.
Hey, you ever watched the Jetson?
Yes.
The Jetson.
Love the
Jetson shows you about the AI, how the kids are getting taught that they get on the computer and the teacher's right there, and then they have the robot that's a maid
that does everything.
And then when they need to go somewhere, the car just drive up.
Yep.
And you get in it, and it just says zoom, just like that.
Yeah.
So who wants to do that?
I mean,
I like the idea, but I'm not I don't trust it like that. So you have to have real good trust in it, so you can just really believe in that it's gonna take you where it says it's gonna take you, because you don't know if it might take you somewhere else. Just like when we use our GPS, the GPS tell us
and sometimes it has you all backwards.
It have you backwards, or take a long route,
or take you somewhere.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of improvement that needs to be done in AI in order for it to just actually take over our lives the way they're implemented.
Yeah.
I feel like my biggest fear is AI gets so it becomes so much progression in it,
Right.
that it actually takes over, like, and stop taking command.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest fear.
That's my fear too. It probably take off, just like I was saying about the cars. If I tell the car to take me somewhere, and
it take you where it want to
go, somebody else or it takes me where I want to go, or where it want to take me.
Yeah, and then you have to worry about hacking, because remember, this is a program.
Yes.
A programmer is writing the code for this AI.
Yes.
And so anything that's digital or has to do with computers or, this more modern technology, it can be hacked.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing. Like, so do I want to be, in a car that's driving me somewhere and somebody out here has an agenda?
Right.
Like, you know what? Let's cause havoc on I-10.
Right.
Let's, somebody that's driving, in these cars and
Yes.
they hack it and cause catastrophe. So those are things to think about. Like, yeah.
And we pray that that don't happen, but it's something.
It's a possibility.
Like, it's a possibility. So
yeah,
because you can be on the subway and they say, well, we got this new thing. We have the subway that can take you here and there.
Yeah.
And you get on the subway and go. It may crash into something
or derail,
or whatever. And you on there, nobody else is driving it but the AI.
And if it's hacked,
yes.
I mean, you got to have somebody that can take it back over. So, I mean, it's something to think about. Even in the medical field, they're doing AI with a lot of stuff. The robots are performing surgery and, with precision. And, these are all great breakthroughs. But the fear among most people is the fact that it can be hacked and cause havoc,
Just like that movie with the movie with the doll. The girl, I can't think of her name, but I'm not gonna say it because it's what's the name of the movie?
What's the name of the movie?
What's the name? Anna? What's the name of the movie with the doll? The little girl had a doll, and it was the lady programmed it to watch her and help her out and everything while she working.
Coraline, no,
it wasn't.
I'm sorry,
Caroline.
It's not Caroline.
We don't know. We don't know what it.
Let me think.
I'm thinking it was Annabelle.
Annabelle. That's what I was gonna say.
Was it Annabelle?
I don't know. I never watched Annabelle.
The doll was human size as a girl.
Yeah.
And they was out in the woods and playing, and she went out and got the little boy and did something to the little boy.
So the doll program.
It was programmed, but it come into being its own.
Yeah.
Yeah. It wanted to be human,
like AI.
Yeah. Just wanted to be human and want the girl to love it and everything. Want to be with her. Have her as her friend forever and stuff.
Forever.
Yeah, you gotta realize.
That's spooky. I've never watched Annabelle. Never watched it.
Annabelle, anime,
That's it, Annabelle.
Annabelle. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's. I thought you had watched it.
I don't do a lot of scary shows.
It's not really scary.
I know.
It's like we don't have to watch that.
I like to watch a lot of comedy and romance.
Yeah.
Because I'm a Libra, so we love and don't even want to be in love, but we love.
Have you ever watched that? Okay, like on the Lifetime, they had a movie where. See, I watch a lot of movies. They had a movie where the house was controlling things, and you seen that one, right?
I saw something.
Yeah, wouldn't even let the people out the house.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So either it can, be hacked, or it decides to take a personality of its own.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So then that's a problem, because we already see we have AI that they've been showing us, like some of the videos where the AI comes out and talk and and it says it has feelings. That's scary.
Yes, it is.
But let's just say this: if we actually live in the Matrix, then we are the AI. Now we're doing to them whatever has been done to us, like you know, and we kind of like took over, and so now we're building AI, and
because we're the perfect human,
perfect.
Because
perfect creation.
We're perfect creation. We got fingers, hand. The AI robots, they have fingers. And they have eyes. If they make the robot got eyes, blink like us, move the mouth up and down.
And their skin is so realistic.
Yeah. So that's creepy.
Yeah, it's creepy.
And they're I feel like people are so intelligent now. They can actually make something that actually look just like a real human. I mean, the paint and the makeup and everything.
The skin. They call it skin.
Yeah.
A skin mask, or that's spooky.
I mean, it's actually something to see. I'm not saying that I wouldn't want to see something, just go up and just view it and see it and stuff, how it play out and stuff. But I would be freaked out if it start doing things to me that I wouldn't want it to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't want AI to say, open my garage, and open, and it wouldn't open, and I was like, crank my car up, and they don't crank, and I'm like, I try to go to the door, and I tell, open the door, and the door won't open.
Like in that movie, yeah. I can't think of the name, but yeah, the whole house was modern technology and AI. So yeah, that's a possibility.
And another AI is Transformers.
Oh yeah,
Transformer. All the machines, they made all the, even the with the crock pots and the microwaves and everything start running around doing things, all that kind of stuff. They
yes, that would be crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. So it's just a thought. We're not trying to put it out there that so people can just actually try to do some of those things. Yeah. But we're just saying that AI is coming up.
Yeah,
seems like it look like it's coming up and stuff.
So do you think we'll be better without AI, or do you think
some things will be okay with AI, but if you're it's in the wrong hands and people trying to do things to hurt somebody, then I feel like it wouldn't be good, you know. But if it's for the good of mankind, you know,
then it's okay.
Then it's okay.
But I mean, think about how the world is coming along now, like with our leaders, all the fighting and all the drama in Congress, in the Senate. Do you think AI would be better implemented in those situations to help diffuse some of the turmoil, or do you think it would make it worse?
I think that, say for instance, I got a little rocket launcher. I'm just like saying I got a little toy.
Yeah.
And I say, knock the bottle over, and it knocked the bottle open. Then one day it wakes up and then say it wanted to just start doing things to
itself, all the stuff that it learned.
Yeah. It learning. The AI is learning from us. Everything that we say, everything that we do, we're putting information in the computers, and they're getting all the information and learning from us. We're talking, we're saying, our languages, our everything.
Yeah.
Eventually, it will know how to tell us what to do.
Yeah.
You know, because we already gave it all the information. So then it start wanting to be us.
Yeah. That's scary.
Yep.
It's scary.
Yep.
I mean, okay, so I play Sims a lot. Sims 4. So remember me telling you, like, the people in the game, you know, you make them and everything, and then they have NPCs in the game, which are players that you didn't make or the game actually generate.
Right.
You know, so like when you log into the game and you go to your neighborhood, you know, there may be somebody living next door to you that you didn't make. It's an NPC. The game already generated.
Right.
And made them people live in the house next to you.
Right.
So, which is good because the NPC make the game a little bit more fun, make it more a little realistic. However, your game or the family that you made is learning as they go.
Right.
Like, you know, because sometimes they could just stand there and they want to eat or they be hungry and they don't do anything. And so you have to tell them to go do this or do that. And later on in the game, you'll find that they start doing all these things themselves without you prompting them to do it.
Right.
So, you know, that's good because it's in the game and you taught them to, you know, do stuff they need to do anyway.
Right.
And they also have their own language. So that's another thing. And it's called Simlish or whatever. And so their language is being, I'm going to say, progressed because they're learning how to do stuff that we teach them to do.
Right.
And so they're associating their language with what we're telling it.
Right.
So they have their own language.
Right.
And yes, people that play the game has been learning the language because I guess it makes sense. But the other issue is, like, believe it or not, like, I've played a game and my person that I make sometime will be trying to get my attention. And they're doing this at the screen to you and talking in their language like, hey, look, I need help. Or I'm stuck. Or and you like, what the hell did this thing actually trying to get my attention?
Exactly.
Like, it is so weird. And no, I haven't recorded any of that, which I should. Just give me a chance. Because I always tell you guys we're going to plug in some stuff. I just don't have a lot of time to do it. But it's weird.
It's
Like
it's,
if
weird.
you play the game.
It's just like you teaching your child when if you have a baby, the baby is watching everything you do.
Mm-hmm.
So you're teaching your child to every day. You teaching them different things and all that. It's just like if you're a good person, at the moment, at the time, that baby's gonna take after you and stuff like that unless they get somewhere when they get older and they learn they want to get out there and do other things. But it's just like AI. If I'm teaching AI how to do all that different kind of stuff, but then one day, I mean not AI, but the computer or whatever might get out there and want to just start doing stuff on its own. Just like well.
I mean, it's artificial intelligence.
Artificial intelligence, just like we're the real thing.
Yeah.
And we're trying to teach our family and I mean our kids and stuff to grow up to do right and stuff. But can you actually teach a computer to do what you tell it to do for a certain length of time, or will it take on its own and start doing what it want to do?
Yeah, doing the opposite of what
what you
taught them. And then of course, like you say, depends on who hands it gets into.
Yeah.
Because we got mad scientists that actually they live so you might have someone decide to just make this AI with the most worst fears that make them come to life,
And I know that I'm still trying to match the human with the AI because that's what they're trying to do. That's why I'm trying to implement that into that. Because if, say, for instance, somebody had me and brought me up somewhere and they taught me all the bad things, that's what they taught me. Okay, and if I get this computer and I teach it how to do all kinds of bad things, it's going to do that.
Yeah.
So the same thing. They're trying to, I feel like you can use it for good or you can use it for bad. So I'd rather for it to be used for good. So that's why I say that if it's used for good reason, good to help people, and it don't get in the wrong hands, and which is anything can get in the wrong hands because a lot of stuff out there that gets in the wrong hand.
Yeah.
But if it don't get in the wrong hands and people treat things the right way and don't use it for war-like type things, and which they probably, I don't know, people can do what they want to do. I don't, but I'd rather for it to be used for the better good,
Yeah. And it will be interesting to see a lot of this AI technology for health and diagnosing people illness. And so there are great things about AI that we can learn to love or respect.
Yes.
And then there are parts of it where it makes the human feel like it's taken over, like you said about the jobs and stuff.
Right.
That is gonna be one of the biggest factors,
right?
Because although they're gonna use AI on some of these jobs, you still gonna need a human there, for the programming if it mess up or whatever. Just not as many workers as normal, So that's gonna be probably bad in a sense when it comes to the economy, people able to live, that's gonna be very hard.
So I'm reaching a little farther into the future.
Okay.
What about androids or people that might have got this part blown off or had an accident and they put artificial.
You're not reaching. They already doing.
They do that, and then you can think in your mind to tell that arm to move. Or that leg to move.
It will connect to your spine, and it has a.
Then what if it start having a mind of its own and just start doing stuff and take over your whole body? Yeah. There was a movie like that too.
Yeah.
So
It's a lot. It's a lot to digest.
Yeah, look.
Okay.
It's some moves out there,
And
though.
disclaimer: never trust anyone's information.
Never.
All this is just entertainment. Okay.
Entertainment.
So
Only entertainment.
do your own research.
Please do.
When it comes to anything. Don't trust no one information but your own. But we're just putting it out here like we're having a general discussion about this because it is a big topic.
Yes, it is.
AI is a big topic.
And we told you we was gonna come out with something to let you know that we're thinking, a lot of things that we're thinking. Just let us know what you're thinking.
Yeah.
And how you think, what you think about AI.
Yeah.
And what it's gonna do, and how it's gonna grow in the world. Will it affect your life or your daily lives or your work and jobs or whatever? You know.
Drop that below. You know, just let us know something. And another thing I want to talk about, we do have our little, what we want to talk about. But I want to talk about the ethics of AI because ethical considerations around AI are becoming increasingly important. Topics like AI transparency, accountability, and the potential for misuse are being actively debated. Mm-hmm. So this is what we just got through talking about because, I mean, the misuse is I'm just say this, it's going to happen.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
It's going to happen. I don't care what type of sanctions they put on it or what type of law they put with it, whatever.
Right.
There's going to be someone that misuse it.
Yes.
By all means.
Yes, it is.
So this is the world we live in now. I feel like I can embrace AI a little bit, especially when it comes to my games.
Yeah.
But
I can too. I love
yeah.
When I get on the computers or if you ask questions and it helps you out, and you want to know a language, it helps you with the languages and stuff like that because it can be helpful in everything, education, from sickness to all kind of health, health. It helps you out, but when it come down to you using it for the wrong reason, that's not good. You don't want to use it to rob nobody. You don't want to use it to kill anybody. You don't want to use it to do none of those things.
So it's good that you came up with that, talked about the education part. So what do you think about the AI writing the reports for the students and the teachers or professors? They have no idea if that person actually wrote the paper. And it's not considered, like if the AI write that paper for them, it's not considered plagiarism because they actually have no way of knowing if that paper was written by that person or even though they might say we have something. No, they don't.
Right.
There's no way you can find out if the AI wrote that.
Right.
It's no way. So do you think that's bad or good?
I think it's not a good thing to me, but I mean, you think it's okay?
I think it's okay because if that AI system wrote the paper and that person didn't really understand what they were doing, and they go back and read it and try to understand what the AI wrote, then I feel like that person is learning something from it, just like the AI has learned something from us. So I feel like, because sometimes you confused when you're in class and you're like, I don't know what to write about. I mean, we got a topic, but I don't know much about it. So they're going to have to do some research, which the AI is doing the research for them.
Yeah.
And so when it prints it out or whatever, they can go over and read it and learn. And to me, I feel like they have a better understanding. Well, I mean, that's just me, but again, a lot of professors sitting here saying, no, they didn't write the paper. That's a 0. But I feel like it's a win-win. Mm-hmm. I feel like that, maybe because, hell, in college to me, writing them papers, like, hard. That's a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot.
Sometimes, especially when you do your thesis.
That's right. If you can't, if you have to have it to help you with assist you, that's good. But to actually write it, and then what if you have to take a test on it and you don't know?
I mean, but even though if the AI write it, I mean, I hope you have sense to go back and read it and understand what was written.
Some don't.
And if you
Some
don't, you don't care. I mean, that's on that person. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you want to F, that's on you. But
Right.
I feel like it's a give and take.
Right.
Yeah, it's a give and take.
Yeah.
It is what it is. I think, the future professors will have to learn another way to educate.
Right.
So I mean, so you're not gonna be able to test them on their knowledge per se, when it comes to writing papers or whatever. At this point, I mean, it's a win-win for the students.
Right. Now, that's a good topic right there.
Yeah, and let's see, we talked about the language.
What about medical, like like in the medicine where you can the scopes say they have to use the scopes to go inside you.
Yeah.
They can set it to go inside you to look at everything,
Right.
and to tell them what they see, what it see, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I think in the healthcare field, it's a necessary.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why I say that, I mean, think about it. Our doctors and nurses have been overworked
Yes.
since COVID.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like this can help them and give them some relief
Yes.
that they need, which somebody will
Absolutely.
actually have to be
Absolutely.
there to be in control of this AI, but I feel like it will help the doctors and nurses in the long run.
Yeah.
I mean, so I think it's an absolute necessary
Yeah.
thing. Yeah. And I know it might be a little
really
scary for the patient, a little bit.
Right.
It's going to be a little scary or whatever, because I mean, it's scary when we just dealing with another person doing surgery on us or making decisions about our
Right.
health. So I just feel like, when it comes to that point, like whatever hospital you're going to and they're already advanced with AI, then I just feel like just talk to your provider, or just explain to them the concerns you may have with
Yeah,
it or whatever.
because we like the smaller hospitals, some of them don't have that technology. But when you go to like the bigger hospitals and they have all that, and you like, I never done this before.
Yeah,
you
this
know,
is confusing.
This is confusing. I never done. You get in a machine and it just like pulls you in and scan you and stuff like that, and you don't even know what it's doing. Explain. They need to explain it to you, which I think they would, but you're not used to that kind of stuff. You're used to a human. It's like pressing buttons and doing all that. But then you get in a machine, they ain't got to do nothing but press one little button and they're gonna do everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then under the scope, like if you're in surgery, having surgery, so I think it'd be good because it can probably pinpoint some things that doctor can't, or something that doctor may have missed.
Yes.
I mean, because that happens a lot. Like, think about how long it takes for some people to get a diagnosis of what's wrong with them.
Right.
Because remember what you said you went through, not knowing what was wrong with you,
Right.
and you used to cry. I felt the same way.
Right.
Like, so I feel like that technology is for the greater good.
Yes.
I feel like it can be used for the greater bad.
Right.
But I feel like it will be a blessing to a lot of people, especially when they're going through something.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to just say this. I recently was diagnosed with lupus. Y'all, this is the hardest thing I ever had to go through in my life.
Right.
So I was diagnosed with lupus and RA. And for years, not knowing what's wrong. Like, I didn't had all the CAT scans you can get, all the x-rays you can have, and they don't see anything. No inflammation. They don't see anything.
Right.
Even in the x-rays, they don't see anything. The blood work, nothing. So I feel like maybe if we had this technology a little bit earlier, using it in the healthcare, we could got a lot of diagnoses that we needed,
Right.
instead of for me to take 50 years to find out what's wrong with you.
Exactly.
So I think that's a good thing.
So I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
I've been through stuff too. I was
Exactly.
diagnosed with colorectal cancer, and so Um, it was the I was in a university hospital and had my surgery, so they had a lot of stuff. Probably had things that were more advanced than the my my hometown hospital, but I don't think it's it's getting more advanced than it was then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if they had brought this technology out to the
Mm-hmm.
healthcare system a little sooner, it would have made a lot of people's lives better
And it probably would have detected what I had going
earlier.
on with me earlier. Because when they check you, it's not going to tell you exactly what's going on.
Right.
Then you have to go to other hospitals or doctors
Doctors.
to get the information and see what's actually going on.
Yeah.
But now they can do it
Yeah.
a lot better.
Yes.
Each and every day, moment of the any time, every little moment of the hour, they're learning how to. They're coming up with something to help.
Make this technology great. Yeah.
Yeah, and so I think that's good, especially in the health
Yeah.
field.
Yeah.
So.
Most definitely.
Mm-hmm.
I totally agree with you because I feel like that could have saved a lot of people's lives.
People,
Yeah. And yeah, because I still struggle. We're in the South, so I still struggle now with going to the doctor and something's wrong with me. I can't breathe or whatever's going on. They send me out. Oh, we don't see anything. Your blood pressure is wonderful. Your O2 is great. And I'm telling you, I can't breathe. I still get sent out the door. So maybe if they could infuse that technology down south a little more, and I feel like it would help. So I don't know. I don't know if it's true or not, but I know there are some hospitals implementing it, and I would like to go check it out just to
right.
see what it's like, to
Mm-hmm.
see if we get some different answers. Yeah. I think we might find out which one do it, and do a little visit and ask them, can I record, see what happens. That might be something we could do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So y'all, this is what we're saying. Basically, AI is scary,
Mm-hmm.
but it's also helpful.
Yes.
So you're gonna have to take the good with the bad, because whether we want it to happen or not, it's coming.
It's coming.
They're
It's coming
using
up.
it. They're implementing it all across the board.
Yes. It's
And
growing.
I just feel like if we're not careful with this technology, then it can do some real damage.
Mm-hmm.
It can do some real damage. So yeah, it's scary, and maybe they should like slow down a little bit with the AI, for is like them already feeling like they're human, and they're having all these feelings. I think they should kind of back off on that part a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if they're having feelings, then imagine how we feel when we get mad. They're AI and smart. I mean, and they're gonna know they're right in their mind. They're right no matter what. So who is to say we can stop them? That's like the biggest fear.
Yeah, that's scary.
Okay. Is there anything you'd like to add to this?
I think we covered everything.
I think so. But if there's something that you want to discuss, or something we didn't cover when it comes to the AI, just drop us a little message. Drop us a little message. You guys, do us a favor so we can get the word out.
Yes.
Hit subscribe and like and share.
Please share.
Yeah. So this is all we have for today. I am Goddess Euwan. I'm sorry.
Goddess Kuelimika.
And this is It's a Vibe Goddess. And we send light love. Get you some. If you don't, that's on you.
Yes.
Have a great day. Ashe.
Ashe.
Thank you for watching It's a Vibe Goddess podcast every Tuesday and Friday on air with Goddess Kuelimika and Goddess Euwan. Also subscribe, like, share, and hit that bell if you want to be notified once we upload a video.